The Lord of the Rings, a title that has been a constant throughout most of my life, from growing up on Ralph Bakshi's interpretation of the story, to eventually reading the book myself in my teenage years, to then being swept up in the hype of the new, upcoming Peter Jackson adaptations, and then of course, the movies themselves. And talking about the hype for those movies, this video highlights a piece of promotional material that was available back then, now over 20 years ago, which sounds crazy to say. The promotion leading up to the release of The Fellowship of the Ring had me super excited. To me, my own personal excitement felt akin to that of when The Phantom Menace was about to hit theatres, whether it be downloading low-resolution trailers or, for once, looking forward to advertisement breaks on television that now included TV spots for the upcoming film, or scouring the OneRing.net and other sites daily for any news updates that were posted, or reading forums to see what others were discussing. Needless to say, I was in, and my nerdy ass couldn't freaking wait. It was a time in cinema, and also in my own life, that I will never forget. And so a few days ago, when I came across a random item, I was instantly flooded with nostalgia. I acquired this Two Towers CD-ROM in 2002, so I hope you enjoy this little adventure down memory lane and stepping back in time to 2002. Now, enough talking, for the time has come. Return with me into the mysteries that lie within the Two Towers CD-ROM.
For Frodo.
Behold, for we have arrived at the home screen, and do take a moment to fully absorb its sheer beauty as I go through the many paths that lay before us. Yes, we can try out AOL with a promise of 120 hours free. We can also try our luck in a prize draw.
Sweet!
And of course, we have the main event. But first, the important stuff. I mean, we're gonna need internet if we're to keep up to date with all Two Towers movie news, so let's take a look at what AOL has to offer us. That's right, there's never been a better time to try AOL, the fun, affordable and easy to use interactive information service for all the family. Games lovers will find it all here. Games for every console, PCs, online games, get free downloads and screensavers at AOL's technology channel. Hell, even build your own website, vote on your favourite band, or even sneak a peek at the latest fashion and beauty finds in the Teens channel. If it's entertainment you love, then AOL has you covered with the latest music videos, news, interviews and exclusive previews. Okay, now that we have our free trial, let's put it to good use and enter that prize draw. And up for grabs is a 2-week trip to New Zealand and an invitation to spend a day at Weta Workshop, which, on a serious note, was actually a pretty cool prize back then, considering these movies were still in production. You better believe I entered this prize draw back in the day, and you better believe that I won absolutely nothing. Before we proceed any further, by the way, you see this little guy here? Prepare yourselves for what happens if we hover our mouse over there. Oh yeah. I think that's where most of this disc's budget went to, but anyway, it's time for us to delve into the main course and see what the floating Two Towers orb thing has in store for us. So the treasures we have uncovered include behind the scenes material, trailers, character guides, a picture gallery, screensavers, and wallpapers. Inside the mystical behind the scenes page, we find 3 videos. The first, named Forces of Darkness, includes behind the scenes footage from the 2 towers and focuses on Sauron, Saruman and Wormtongue.
In the land of Mordor, in the fires of Mount Doom, the Dark Lord Sauron forged in secret a master ring to control all others. And into this ring he poured his cruelty, his malice, and his will to dominate all life.
Now, the power of the returning ring lures a chain of evildoers to Sauron's side.
Sauron is the Dark Lord. Darkness, darkness, wherever he goes.
The second video, A Day in the Life of a Hobbit, is a segment from the DVD bonus material that I'm sure most of us who are fans are well aware of. It's funny watching back these videos, as now, over 20 years since they were considered sneak peeks into Middle-earth, some parts of them will forever be engraved in my mind, and having so much now so readily available in terms of behind the scenes material, it's nostalgic to think back to how excited I was seeing these few short promotional videos.
I don't think my wife knows as much about my feet as Sean Foot. And isn't that ironic that Sean's last name is Foot? It's too weird that your last name is Foot and that you work on my foot. My foots.
So the hobbit ears actually encompass the entire ear and kind of fit on like like a glove.
Like an earmuff.
Like an ear muff, but completely contoured for the ear.
The thing that's weird about the ears is, in terms of acting, is they're foam, latex, and so they actually absorb sound. And when other actors are performing, and sometimes it's hard to hear them.
The day has now begun. I'm now completely transformed into a hobbit. All that I have left is to put on my wardrobe. So I've got my feet, got my wig, got my ears, got my dirt. I'm ready to go. I think I'll go in my trailer now, listen to a little music, relax, and get ready for the scene.
The third video concentrates on the sound design of the movies, covering both the recording of sound effects and the score too. I remember thinking how cool it was, taking a glimpse behind the curtain, especially as someone who had a passion for video making. One section even follows the sound team into a cemetery chosen because of its location and distance from any overhead aircraft. There, they recorded into the night, and were sure to alert authorities of their presence, as, besides recording weapon sounds, they also recorded screams, which I imagine would have been interesting to say the least for neighbours nearby. So up next is the trailer section, and included is both a standard teaser trailer and also a theatrical trailer of the Two Towers, as well as a trailer for the Fellowship of the Ring Special Edition DVD set.
They're going to the harbour beyond the White Towers, to the Grey Havens.
They're leaving Middle-earth.
Who are you?
I'm friend to Gandalf the Grey.
We are here on common purpose.
The Ring-Bearer is setting out on the quest of Mount Doom. On you who travel with him, no oath nor bond is laid to go further than you will.
You feel its power growing, don't you?
Then do I trust?
Trust your own strength. There are many powers in this world. Evil will be drawn to you from outside the Fellowship, and a fear from within.
fans of Lord of the Rings, the DVD that awaits them happens to be 4 DVDs. There's 2 discs of supplemental material, which is incredible.
Everything that appears in this edition, every single component of it was specially shot and edited together and made exclusively just for this deluxe DVD edition.
Marching forth into the character guides, we uncover a treasure trove of Middle-earth races, from hobbits, humans, elves and dwarves, to wizards, ringwraiths, orcs, and even horses. Each of these sections provides a simple breakdown of each race's characteristics, and then further, less in-depth bios of notable characters within each. And though the information provided would hardly be groundbreaking to most of us who have seen Fellowship, as most characters already appeared there, it was still a fun addition to this disc, and I especially loved that Shadowfax and Brago got their own horse section. The next section, the picture gallery, contains 19 photos from the movie, and even though some look kind of stretched in their appearance, they were all welcomed back in 2002, and you better believe I was saving them all to my PC. And I'm afraid, my friends, that leaves us with only the wallpapers and screensavers page left, but do not be sad, be glad that we made it here at all. The 4 wallpapers available were ones that were widely available, like officially released ones if I remember correctly. The screensavers, on the other hand, froze the disc, and that was that. So that concludes our little adventure into the Two Towers promotional CD-ROM, but did you really think I'd leave it there, on such a down note?
My friends.
Fear not, for my younger self had us covered, and, in all of his wisdom, sent away in 2003 for the Return of the King follow-up disc. And here we are, and while the home screen may not be as animated as last time, more importantly, AOL is now only offering 45 days free. Though they do still have some amazing features and also their own music this time, so let's check it out. The AOL free trial is easy to use and a great information and communication source for everyone wanting to get the most out of being online. 7 email addresses, 24 channels of content, automatic antivirus scan, AOL search powered by Google, improved spam fighting capabilities, parental controls, free member and technical support helpline, and AOL broadband. On to the prize draw, which again boasts a first prize holiday for 2 to New Zealand, including a guided tour of the Hobbiton Village movie set. Other prizes included hoodies, goodie bags, t-shirts, caps and CD holders. I entered, hoping to snag absolutely anything, but alas, once again, it was not to be. But anyway, let's get into the good stuff. The categories available are similar to last time, with the first being behind the scenes footage. This brings us 2 videos, the first called Aragorn's Destiny, featuring commentary from Peter Jackson, Viggo Mortensen and Barry Osborne, as well as clips from Fellowship, Two Towers and even Return of the King.
The year 3434 of the Second Age.
The title, The Return of the King, refers to Aragorn, who has been on a journey through the first 2 movies towards his taking of the throne of Gondor.
When we first meet him, he's a ranger from the north. He's a loner who has chosen to live his life isolated from the rest of society, really because he believes that his ancestry had the opportunity to destroy the ring and failed.
You are Isildur's heir, not Isildur himself. You are not bound to his fate.
The same blood flows in my veins.
I think it says a great deal about the ascent of man, who appears to be ordinary but isn't. He knows it is his duty, his future. It is his destiny to lead the forces of good against the forces of evil.
The second video focuses on the Two Towers Special Edition DVD release, including interviews with cast and crew, and commentary from Peter Jackson and composer Howard Shaw.
Takes a hold of us. It never lets go.
Moving on to the trailer section, and there is nothing that's earth-shattering to discover here, just the regular trailers for the 3 films. Nothing we haven't already seen. The photo gallery, on the other hand, has a cool, animated carousel effect, and even shows a preview of each image as they pass by, and there are plenty to go through, and once again, you better believe I was downloading all of them. But you think that was cool? Well, check out the true magic that they mustered in the wallpapers section. We have Frodo, Arwen, Gollum, and of course, the rightful king himself. I see you, Gollum, lurking there in the corner. So what happens if we click on you? Boom! A secret Easter egg that unlocks a bonus wallpaper. One of Legolas and Gimli, when the Gollum one would probably have made more sense, but still, awesome! sidestepping into the screensavers, and luckily for us, we get to see a preview of each without having to install them. So here they are, in all of their glory. And so that leaves us with our final destination, a playable PC demo of the Return of the King game. As well as the install, also included are some screenshots from the game, so we can see just how cool it actually looks. And so, my friends, I'm afraid that brings an end to our fellowship for now. The road was hard, but we made it through, and I thank you all for watching and for being part of this little adventure. I hope you enjoyed this journey back in time and back to Middle-earth. I know I had a lot of fun making it. So please consider subscribing if you'd like to see more videos. And bye for now.